K to the grade 5, and I'm rocking with DJ Pest. I'm from Jackson, Alabama.
Yeah. I remember you said it was something like that. I couldn't think if it was Georgia or Alabama, but okay.
I got here in 2018, like right after high school. Then I left for a year. I tried to play ball out in Minnesota. Came back to continue to play ball for real, but I found out I was having my daughter. So like kind of priorities, everything changed at that point. So I've been out here ever since then. Probably like 2020 COVID year, for about 5, 6 years now.
When did you start making music? Like taking it serious, rather, because I mean I know you started like your first song was at 5, but when did you start taking music serious?
Yeah, I started taking it all for real right around that same time, like when I was finding out I was having my kid and all that. So I was kicking it with the guys one time, and yeah, we was all just drinking, smoking, rapping, just having a good time for the most part. But like rapping been ingrained in me, like I said, since I was young. So I say I was better at freestyling at the time because all I ever did was freestyle. Like I wasn't even trying to make music. I just hear a beat and I'm finna rap on it, be like that. So one of my guys, I had just started getting closer to him, and he was in the studio a lot. And he was told me, he was like, "I got a session tomorrow, bro. Just pop up with me, man. You gonna fuck with it." He's talking to me like that, and I went in kind of wrote something that night, and just to have something ready. And yeah, ever since I kind of been locked in with it.
Now, your very first song was at 5 years old, and it's
Yeah,
called. You wrote the name of
yeah, call you nuts in your butt.
it. All right. So, what do you remember about that moment? How did your pops play a role in you making music so early?
It ain't my daddy, so it's like I just call him my pops, man. He pretty much the man who raised me in my life for real, but. He was super young when he came into my life, and I think at that time he was making music. I think he was 21 to be exact, like right around the same age I started. So it's crazy how things revolve around. But he had me just rapping. I'm always seeing him rap. I'm always seeing the guys around him rap. And then my auntie hopping on tracks, and my cousins hopping on. So that eventually just put me on. He let me jump on. I got on a couple, but I had one solo. Just one time I had just got to the Jack. I don't remember where I was staying at the time, but I had just got down to Jackson. And got on that track and just said what the first thing that came to my mind, and that's all that was on my mind. I was like, as simple as the song, but man, I promise that's probably all I said. I probably said something about knocking your brains out. Like, man, that shit was some 5-year-old to write for real.
Did you play a lot of sports coming up?
Yeah, I did. I played just about everything. Football, basketball, soccer. Up until college, college. I played football and basketball at JUCO in Minnesota, and I came back to attempt to pursue at NAU, and that's when I found out I was having my daughter. So that's when I slowed down. Like if I didn't have a kid, I'm not saying a lot. My kid everything to me, but obviously if I didn't have a kid, I think I probably would have never took music serious like that. This kind of having to change my course at the time, like put me on the music a little heavier.
So, do you remember the moment in that freestyle session with the homies when you realized, like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do? I know you said you had your daughter, but there's other things that you could have done. Like, why did music become so much of something that you was gonna start pursuing?
Uh, like I'm a plumber too, so like it was like my focus changed for real. Like like life, how I look at everything I've been through. Right around the same time I had my daughter too, I was fighting a case. So everything in my life was changing at one time. So how I started looking at everything was different, and this is right around the same time I had just started doing music. So like I said, I always been real into music. Like since I was young, I've been around it so heavy. Like I'm a music head. I love good music. I don't really care what it is. I love good music. But when I'm going through this stuff, it kind of changed my outlook. Like I don't really care about making it big on my music. It was more like something to cope with at the time. And I already heard nothing but great things around me in terms of like don't stop doing it. So once I started figuring out how to make good music, once I started hearing people around me tell me like, boom, I this is what I feel. Like now you doing something. I got a cousin, he don't fuck with none of my music. Like that nigga just want to listen. I ain't gonna say he don't fuck with, he just want to listen to me. But I sent him a song. And that nigga called me after this, like after you seen the song, after you heard it, and just how he spoke. And like again, this ain't somebody I'm trying to make music for him to like it or nothing like that. But I just know his critique on music so tough. I heard him say that he liked my music. I'm thinking like, okay, damn, I got some. So all I'm hearing that. Again, I know I'm not finna pursue sports as heavy. So I wanted like a backup plan, but something that I enjoy doing, you know. So I enjoy making music.
You grew up on Gucci, Kanye, M50, Herbo, and Nas. So where do you hear pieces of those influences showing up in your music today?
I can damn near pick from all of them. Like only person I really feel like I don't just grab something from is Eminem in particular.
I knew I was
But
going to say Eminem.
you know, but like in a way, he was making songs back then, and I felt them. I thought I did at least. Where like I don't even listen to him now, but I'll just remember a random lyric that Eminem said a long time ago, and I'd be like, "Damn!" I know, I know how that feel now, you know. So like that's one of the reasons. Like to this day, I always say Eminem was one of my favorites because again, I don't listen to him at all, but like he got lyrics that'll pop in my head on the most randomest of days. Is to me, he a generational talent for real. I mean, everybody know that he one of the best. Nas storytelling, Gucci. Gucci was like the biggest thing in the South when I was growing up. So it just, yeah, that's why he had the big Bart Simpson chain. Gucci just made you want to be a gangster, you know. And same with 50 Cent. And 50 Cent grew on me heavy because 50 Cent always kind of made it like, you know, you got his clique and everything. You know, you stay with your circle. You watch who you around, but you keep your circle. But at the same time, he made it to the point where it seemed like you ain't need nobody to move. Like you got to move on your own. You got to watch who you around because the closest one to you is Snake, and that's kind of how 50 Cent always moved. And since I was young, that's how I seen him. So like I just wanted to be like 50 Cent, Gucci more. Like seeing them, I wanted to be like them more. But like just taking some from people game, and I'm always on Kanye, Nas. Like I just how they rap, the storytelling. I think a lot of the Kanye music in the past reflect on his life now. Like he spoke about the shit into existence almost. Like that's amazing. G Herbo, one of the I don't know, a lot of people don't like G Herbo, but I think that nigga got one of the coldest flows. Like just that little off cadence, like that shit just it's not usual, man. And he do a good job of rocking it in general. So I think I carried that into he was one of the reasons why I started trying a lot of beats original. Like boom, let me just put this flow on here. Let me put this flow on here. It's a different flow niggas ain't used to, but it's my flow. You know what I mean?
You say you don't sound like anybody from Alabama or any particular coast. So what do you think creates that uniqueness in your sound?
I think how I grew up on music, like what I grew up listening to, all the different genres, all that. Like that was like the number one thing. So like obviously when I came in, when I first started rapping, you know, I'm rapping a little bit more, just say gangster nigga. I'm more, a little bit more reckless with it, just saying shit. And then I'm kind of realizing like the artist that I want to be was like, man, I can't draw in a lot of crowds rapping like this. Like I can't. It's a certain amount of attention, or like even where I graduated high school, that like it's a lot of people that fuck with my music out there, but they ain't really fuck with it until I start changing up my music. Like you know, I start rapping about more of to make a motherfucker feel it versus rapping just to rap.
And pain is a big theme in your music. So how did you get comfortable expressing feelings through your music? As you said, men are taught that talking about emotions is weak.
I think all the people around me gave inspiration. I say like the people, the fan base that I know I got, like the ones who when I drop something, I know they kind of looking for it. Like they give me feedback, you know, for the most part. So I really feed off of that. That's like my number one thing. That's probably the biggest thing, just hearing like critique and trying to build off like whatever don't go the way I want it to go. I try to look for those because you know when everybody telling you good things, it's hard to build from that. You don't really know what your flaw is, but I got some good people around. Aside from my fans or the people that want to listen to my music, I got some good homeboys who I sit here and hey man, just keep genuine. Like when I know we got two different types of music styles, my nigga. So nigga tell me what, and he'll tell me. And I'm not finna particular. I'm not finna go out my way to make music for him. But I keep that in mind when I'm making my music.
Growing up in Mobile and Jackson, plus moving a lot because of your mom's military background, how did being on the go shape you as an artist you are right now?
Well, like Mobile ain't the best city, obviously. Like it's a lot going on in Mobile in general. But it's a growing city. Like and if you got family, which I do, like I got family and family stay tight down there. Like your family gonna look after you. So again, you can't trust everybody, but you gotta find people that benefit you that you can also benefit them because that's like you can't look at it like it's a what's the word like I don't know you can't look at it like it's a double-edged sword. Like you got to look at it like we both helping each other, like it's a handshake, simple as that. Like man, we both here for this. And I feel like that's how I grew up in the South. So like growing up like that and then being on the go, moving everywhere, I learned that everybody not like that, or everybody love different. Like some people, I done met people and like they love real, but like it ain't the way we was loved. So like when I see how they love, it's weird to me. Like those be the little things where I'm just experiencing as a man. Like some of the stuff I go through at the crib or at this state X amount wherever I'm at. Some of the stuff I go through, like man, that shit small because now I got a daughter. Or I got two daughters. I had my second daughter this year. So I got two daughters where like nigga they look to me for guidance. And none of the shit I did in the past, that shit don't mean like nothing now. Nobody that I done fucked with, nobody that I was clicked with, nobody I done did shit. None of that mean nothing. So being on the go just showed me again, like man, you gotta figure out well who benefits you and how you can benefit them, how you can like build a mutual interest to get to a goal to where you can put yourself in a position to win. And that's all I be. Just stay real with everybody I meet, man. Because all you can control is you first off, and that shit come back around. Like I ain't seen nothing but love, but that's just because I give it. Nah, that friend in particular, he a boxer, man. He a white boy from Washington, man. He on his little grind. I see him like that. Like, nigga, we both on this little trying to pursue our career right now. He wanted to feel nigga. He'll turn my music on. Like, look, bro, man, this shit up. Man, Ty, I listen to your music every time I go work out. And I go do this. I sit here and look at him and like just knowing for one, this my boy from school. Man, if you would see like his before and after, you could see him and knowing he putting on my music hit me like, man, when you finna drop something, like I need something new. Like I send him some stuff I ain't got nowhere else because that's my dog, man. Like I see you, that motivate me. You know what I mean? That kind of motivate me to stay on top of it, to look for the criticism that I don't get. Like I jump on TikToks, jump on random lives now and see people doing song reviews, see about 20, 30 people in doing pay for a little skip, man, play my song. I already know my I think my shit good, but everybody got a different ear. You know what I mean? So I don't really hear so much bad things, but you gotta look for the bad things, and that'd be my thing. Like it'd be hard to get what's the word, like honest feedback more than anything.
But as a man just figuring out life day by day, how does that perspective show up in your music that you make?
Shit, I'm always changing. Music always change. You will hear it. Like yeah, that's the big part. How I say things change. Like one thing I can tell you I've been working on as an artist is I feel like my songs been going. I'm making the best songs I ever. made as of recently, and I don't even like use profanity like I used to. You know, it was something as simple as that. Like, man, let me just eliminate these words and see how it go. You know, and
Is that because of your kids?
nah, it's not for real. It's all
You started as King Ty, then MPK KT, and now it's KT the Great. So, what made you redefine yourself, and what does the Great mean to you personally?
everybody get little nicknames and everything back in school and all that. So like, I was called King Ty. And yeah, one of my dogs, he nigga was being a hater. Nigga just ain't want to call me King Ty, which was respectable, nigga. Like I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I'm not sitting around going calling another grown man, you know. But like at the time in high school, I wouldn't at least. So when I we started making music, um, again he called me KT, and it was multiple of us, so we went by MBK, my brother's keeper. So I was MBKKT, and that's the name we're sticking with. Um, to this day, MBK got tatted on me, man, for all my brothers. They know, but again, I was coming to this like myself. Like I knew I was the only one taking it serious, so I didn't want to. Not that I want to be like separated from the name MBK or nothing like that, but I don't want like I didn't want long term somebody to. To be honest, I don't even know why like 100%. I just didn't want to. I wanted to come back fresh. That's the best way to say it. That's the best way to say it. I wanted to come back 100 and just push everything. New name. I already had shit as MBK. I felt like that was inconsistent. I felt like it was inconsistent to me. I felt like we were being consistent, and I just wanted something fresh. So I came out with KT the Great. Um, I think I ended up getting a great from one of my aunties. My auntie was calling me that when I was young. She called me a superstar. She always just called me. So when I was coming up with a name, I just ended up putting the great on the end.
Well, your name reflects big goals. So, what do you feel separates a good artist from a great artist?
Being able to figure out what you can do better. I feel like there's a lot of artists that get better over time, and that's any artist
Mm-hmm.
when you start putting like when you start just doing it. That's anything you do. If you make eggs every day, 4 weeks from now your eggs is better than they was when you started. It's just
Hopefully.
anything that you put time. Hopefully, right, right. And that's what I'm saying though. That's exactly what I'm saying. So like most people should get better over time, but being able to find like what's your problem, or like where is your niche? Where do you make the best songs? Because that's the point I'm at. I'm starting to learn like, all right, niggas fuck with when I do all this little bopping. Right now it just seemed like TikTok's such a little trendy thing like that. My songs we got some bop in it, I get a lot more feedback. Little things like that. That be the stuff I see you gotta notice as an artist, which I'm sure all the bigger artists in the world, they got teams and stuff for that. So they picking up on that left and right. But when you a up and coming artist, you gotta be the one finding little stuff like that and doing the most with it. And I think that separate a good artist from a great artist. I think a great artist just gonna chase the order.
So, walk me through the process. You hear a beat, you start freestyling, hop on Band Lab for the rough draft, or like just what's the process that brings out the best version of you in the studio?
So like again, the first time I got in the stool, I don't know what it was. I told you I came to the stool and I had something ready. That was the first time I ever been in the stool. Uh, my boy who took me to the stool, he go in that bitch every time and do it from there. So I done been a couple of suit sets and did it like that with him, but I'm like, nigga, we wasting a lot of fucking time when we come and do this, nigga. Like out the muzz, I don't care how good the song in the term. I'm like, nigga, I done went by myself in an hour and knocked out 2 to 3 songs, and it's just cause I done rehearsed these 2 to 3 songs 2 3 weeks before I done got to this stew sesh. So when I get in the stew sesh, I'm banging them out. I'm tightening up on this, nigga. We throwing this effect now, nigga. We going back and you know what I mean? So I try to come to the studio ready. So again, I hear that beat. If I'm fucking with the beat and I'm rapping on it, if I'm vibing, I gotta like I'll say something that just catch my attention. Say something like duh, I jot it down, boom, and kind of keep going from there. So I end up reciting that whole like if I got one line, I'm gonna say that line over and over. I'm gonna say that line damn near after every 4 bars, that line coming back up until I get that next line, and I just go from there till I get like four. So I always kind of feed off of my next thing too. So I don't really try to be all over the place when I rap. Like everything kind of be it's either a topic or it's like something in order. It might keep going in order. It might change, but it's always gonna pretty much relate to whatever the fuck I just said. That's kind of my process right there.
So it used to be about proving you can rap on anything, but now it's more about you feeling the beat. Um, and then how important is your team?
They super important for one, cause I'm a busy person. So little things like, man, I hear again, I got beats on just playing, beats in the email, beats on YouTube, beats in my files. I just got beats, 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 beats. And depending on where the beat at, I might can't get it on MP3 or Band Lab like I needed to at the moment. So it'd be something simple like, hey man, hey Pop, I need. Can you send me this beat? Nigga, send me the beat. Like that's just something simple. It ain't nothing too much, nigga. I know it ain't nothing too much, and that's why I'm asking for. Like, nigga, this is one of the simplest things a nigga can do. But like, they don't know that shit goes like a long ass mile for a nigga who playing this back on YouTube, working, doing this with the kids. Got to repeat, go back and play back on YouTube for. So little things like that seem super important. Yeah, that shit piss me off. Think about it. Like
So you got a video out right now called "Forget It in Vegas." What is the story about that song?
I just put that out. I shot it in Vegas around August this year. I had like a lot of big things going on at the time. I got a song with two bigger artists. One artist, like I said, I was super excited on getting a song with, and another artist I was supposed to go shoot a video with, but some things fell through and it just didn't happen. But I wanted to end up still getting something done. And I had that song "Forget It in Vegas," and it kind of just with everything going on around at the time, it kind of just fit. And the main topic on "Forget It in Vegas" is, I be thinking about my granny more than anything. My granny, my lady. You know, and obviously I'm getting older. I mean, she getting older. So I just be feeling like I ain't got time like that. So like that put everything else in perspective. Like man, like time ain't on your side. So what you go to Vegas to do, forget it in Vegas. I'm not trying to think about I got all this stuff going on. I ain't trying to think about that.
Well, you talked about Mari being someone that never switched up.
Yeah, my dog.
What makes the collaboration special compared to other artists you've worked with?
My main thing, one big reason why me and Mark can click well is like I think he one of them few artists who were extremely versatile and like I don't be one of the. I mean, it's a lot of artists they good. It's a lot of artists that are good. Um, I don't think a lot of people are on the same level with me, like rapping yet. And I'm not saying nothing on what anything else they got going on, but I'm just saying rapping. It's a lot. That's how I personally feel. I feel like Mari is one of them few people who can rap as good as I do. Like I sit here and tell Mari, like, man, bro, like, man, I think I got an industry voice when it comes to the rap. Like I think that's my personal opinion. I think Mari do. I don't think a lot of people do when I listen to him. A lot of artists on the collaborated. I think Mari got all aspects they check off when it comes to the music. So that's a big reason why like when I'm working with him, it really feel like something. Like it feel like hey man, we gotta push our full throttle on this because nigga we got it if we just do it the right way.
You're still learning how to put your face out there more.
Yeah.
So, what's some of the hardest things about stepping into that role as a public figure?
Everybody can see you. You want to be somebody obviously. So you can't really hide from that. Um a lot of people got their life everywhere. When I, as being a public figure, they tell so much. There's so much people who can just see inside of your life. So many people get to critique your life and all that shit, and I just don't like. I'm just not that type of person. So that's just the simplest, hardest part about doing this is switching over to that. Like you said, just boom, full on trying to be a people's person on TikTok. I'm doing a little day in the life content. Trying to get consistent with it at least, but it's little things like that that make you consistent in life. You get what I'm saying? It's like if I go to the gym almost every day, if not every day. But when I'm doing this day in the life videos, yeah, I gotta go to the gym every day. Because this is what whoever's watching the day in the life video, they expecting to see that gym one time because I go there.
That's a fact.
So it's that part, just being consistent. That's it, being consistent.
So you got two projects coming: Mid South Music with Mari and your solo tape Therapy songs.
You know,
What should people expect from each one?
I mean, when me and Mari take good music, straight like that, you get a little taste of someone from the Midwest, a little taste from somebody from the South. But again, I don't think he sound like anybody in particular from the Midwest. I don't think I sound like anybody in particular from the South. But them always gonna be our roots. Them always gonna be kind of where we center to. Like if I'm choosing a beat 9 times out of 10, I'm finna go with some down south shit. A lot of the times I'm going with some down south shit. I want some bop in it, and that's just us. You know, Mari might not feel that way. So we bringing like a blend of that's appealing to the ear, to the public. So I'm excited for that.
Without giving too much away, you already said you got a big song with a big artist that you wanted to work with. So what was that experience like?
Man, it was a blessing. It was a blessing meeting, the people around him. Um yeah, I think just in terms of that, a couple I say yeah, a couple artists from my city in Jackson, we trying to make some shake big. So yeah, man, that's gonna be a movie if we can make it one. If we can get all the equipment,
Is it
that's
going to
gonna
be on
be
the
one.
upcoming project?
No, it's not gonna be on the upcoming. Like, some of the things we want to do with that, we want to do everything pretty much live. Like, I'm probably gonna be in Bama when I go do that. I don't want to give out too much, but
I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no,
We'll come back and visit once it comes to full
yeah,
fruition.
yeah.
Building a fan base like you're in Phoenix, you stay in Phoenix. Are you? I'm trying to think how to ask this because I'm not from Arizona. So this question, when you ask this question about people that
Yeah.
stay in Phoenix, you always get the same answer. But I guess let me just get the answer. So you want to build your fan base in Phoenix. What do you think Arizona needs to know about KT the Great to make you have more of a fan base?
Just because I think Arizona like a melting pot for real for a lot of folks who ain't from here. I feel like, man, I got some of the most. I'm just a person out here music there is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, regardless, again, you might not experience what I go through, but I guarantee anybody listening to one of my songs, you're gonna feel something that just be like, damn, because you felt that feeling before.
Yeah.
Oh, anybody, I feel like, again, Arizona a melting pot. There's so many people from everywhere. I felt like
Hmm.
that person. I felt like, I'm a rep Bama, Jackson, Alabama till the day I die. But nigga,
Hmm.
I've been in Arizona for the past 5 years. I'm trying to make this a little spot right now. I call my second home Washington State. Like, I think I just show every day I go through something else that show me life is huge. So I guess I make some of the most. I'm just a person music that you ever hear.
All right. Now you said music isn't just about people relating to your story; it's about them relating to the feeling. So, what's the feeling you want people to walk away with after hearing your music?
The feeling I want them to have, the feeling I like really want people to have is when you gonna drop again. You know, that's as simple as that. I just want people to feel that to the point where that song might be on repeat for them. I don't expect everybody to fuck with everything I rap. I just know how I am as an artist. I feel like I got something for everybody.
According to my notes, it says that you would like to headline that, but I'm gonna take it a step farther. Coming from where you're coming from, where you've been all over the country, what is something that you want to headline? What is the biggest stadium arena? Where do you see yourself where it's like, yo, I just accomplished everything I ever dreamed of performing here?
Uh, Probably like Rolling Loud, some shit like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
if I get a name foot in the door, nigga, so
So you're aiming for 10K followers and building a clothing brand.
yeah.
What's pushing you right now to level up to doing all these things beyond music?
Man, I love music, but I just love music. Like the fact that I end up making music is crazy because when we used to as kids, we used to sit there and play like career, like what you want to be. And again, I always wanted to be Gucci or 50 Cent. So, this is who I always was, like as a kid, young as hell, just this is who I wanted to be growing up. Like I said, I wanted to kind of get away from the public eye. I just wanted to play ball. Like I just really just wanted to play ball. That was as simple as that. And just to be back in this position that I'm rapping, I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, bro, this is like I kind of spoke my life into existence. I just young as hell. Um, I don't think I don't know, man. That's tough. I just it's a full circle. I feel like that's what it is. I feel that's what keep me in it. As deep as it is, it's somehow
Or being an
something about me,
entrepreneur, like being a mogul, you said 50 Cent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
50
they
Cent is somebody that's in everything. He just dropped a documentary, you know what I
feel
mean?
me. Like
He do a lot.
he got his own moves, man. Like that's all the stuff when I was little. Like man, I wanted that. I wanted everything that come with being a big artist, rapper. Like I wanted all of that, all the brand, all of that. So like now that I'm doing it, it's like man, I gotta get it now. Like nigga, shit, fuck it. It's like I'm living my like childhood, like my childhood heart, nigga. I'm living that now. Like so yeah, I want to get it all. I've been working on my clothing brand for a while, so. I think me being an artist, like I was doing that before I was trying to be an artist. So now that I'm being an artist and everything, it's like now I feel like I can use my fan base to push my clothing brand if I get it right. Although I want a lot of athletic wear, I feel like it'll keep me in my sports. Like so my biggest heart ain't never been in the music. I just ultimately end up doing this. Like all the stuff I love doing was playing sports. Like I do like clothes, I like fashion and everything. I just ain't always had money to get shit. So shit, now that I'm in position right here, that's what I gotta go to. I gotta that's my next step. Once I figure out this foundation, that's my next step.
When you're rich, I'm not gonna say if, but when you're rich off of all these other endeavors that you're into, you're gonna be sitting back playing Apex Legends.
Yeah.
So, what about that game brings you peace?
Man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. 'Cause we be sitting there having this conversation. Like the thing about Apex in particular, like when I was young, nigga used to be on Call of Duty. Nigga was super good at Call of Duty. I got older and Call of Duty just feel easy for me. I'm gonna be real. Call of Duty feel easy. Apex a little bit harder. Nigga, it's always motherfuckers that's better than you on there. Like it's niggas that play that mug every day. You know what I mean? Like, and they rank or show that they play that bit every day, and they gonna get in the lobby with you and show you they play this bitch every day. You know what I mean? So I got like I'm super good at the game too. Like I done man, look, I don't want to get into how good hey, I'm good at fuck at the game too. But like it's a game where you lose so much and you do so much to get a dub. When you win, nigga, it's the most rewarding feeling ever. Like, nigga, it feel like sports. I feel like it give me like the adrenaline that sports give me. That's the best way to say it. Like that game in particular, when I get a dub on that game, man, that shit feel like I just scored a touchdown. Like that shit feel lovely.
So what's something about KT the Great that people might not see at first glance, but they end up showing up in your music?
That I care. Shit. I think a lot of times in my music I say shit kind of like, be about you, be dolo. Everything I do is dolo. I say shit about the guys, but I be like, nigga, I'm alone. I prefer to be alone, and I feel like I express that a lot of my music. I feel like you look at my Instagram, that's kind of the image I give off, nigga. I just most of the time I'm by myself, but when you listen to my music, everything I say, all that pain that I come from it's not everything that I experienced alone. Like, nigga, God made me super like empathetic, so I be feeling other people pain, and that shit hurt me. And a lot of people, you try to explain it to some people, they think you crazy, they think you emotional, whatever. But I just feel like that's one of them feelings God gave me, because like I hate to see a motherfucker going through something, because I can feel that shit. You know, I feel like you'll feel that in my music.
So when someone tells you they feel it, you said that's the ultimate goal. What one song have you made that you think represents that feeling the most?
I feel like I done made a couple, um, but off the top of my head, Confident. I made a song called Confident not too long after my auntie passed. My auntie kind of was she out my best friend. So I had made that song after she passed, and I knew the people around me felt it for one. 'Cause obviously we all going through the same thing, so I knew they felt it. I could, feel the energy. It was nothing bad, no bad vibes, nothing like that. And it was nothing but love. But like I could just feel everybody when everybody was telling me. I could feel their words. Those were the ones that. Yeah, that was pretty much a lot of people's favorite song in my family. And it was a lot of their favorite song out of everything I made. And so I think on that one, it's called Confident. I don't think I got it nowhere at the moment, but like SoundCloud or something. But yeah, I think I just spoke from the heart that day. Straight up.
Why you don't have it on like the streaming sites?
Oh, because I got to go back and buy that beat, everything like that.
Oh,
I just ain't did all the leg work for it.
well, in closing, you know what I'm saying? I just introduced you to my support, my people. So where can people find you at on social media?
KT the Great Five on all platforms: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. What else? TikTok, and KT the Great Five. Everything. Keep it simple.
Why five?
It's everything for life, family for life, forever. Plus one more. I seen some niggas switch. I ain't expect you to do the same, but I've been places where the clearest skies don't mean it ain't gonna